Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be using the Rawbeautykristi X Colourpop collection. So what happened was, because this came out a while ago, so I actually got this when it first came out and planned to do a video on it, and then in true Tyler fashion, I didn't. You know what? Better late than never. It's not going to be a big review or anything like that because you've seen a whole bunch of those. I just want to put it on my face and see how much I like it. And if you'd like to see how I do that, then just now that my eyes are prepped and ready, we're going to go in with the first product, which is the Foresight eyeshadow palette that Kristi made. And I really like these colors. Like, I don't have a whole lot of these colors in my eyeshadow palette, honestly. And I like how most of them are actually matte, because I find sometimes with eyeshadow palettes, it's like a whole bunch of shimmers and a couple of mattes, but like they are getting better. But I like all the mattes in here. Like, I will probably use the mattes the most, and yeah, it's super pretty. So right, let's get started on making a look with this. So the first color we're gonna use is this one, and this is called Old Growth. It's just a nice brown shade. Right, so next we're going to go in the shade Puffball, and we're just going to put it on the outer corners of the eyes as well as a little lower in the crease. Now we're going to go in with this warm brown shade here called Rainier, and we're going to do even more, so even more tighter in the outer corner of the lid and even lower in the crease. Now I'm going to take this brown shade right here called Homegrown, and I'm just going to line it just in the outer corner. Now I kind of want to give this a pop of color, so I'm going to take this yellow shade called Chanterelle. Take the shade called Chanterelle and put it just on the inner corner of my lids. Yeah, I think that's it for the top part of my eyeshadow for now. I'm going to put on the rest of my makeup and then we can come right back and finish up. Now that the rest of my makeup is on, I'm going to go back in with the Foresight eyeshadow palette and focus on my lower lash line. Now, so the first shade we're going to go in with Old Growth, and we're just going to go on a blending brush and just put it underneath the eyes. Now, I'm just going to take this little brush right here and just do a little tap between Puffball and Rainier, and then just put it, again, just on my lash line, but just a little tighter than what we did with Old Growth. Alright, and then with this little angled brush right here, I'm going to go in with Homegrown, and I'm just going to put it on the very outer corners of my lash line here. Alright, so now for the next part of the collection, Kristi came out with 4 Super Shock shadows. And I love Super Shock shadows. They're just such a nice, soft consistency, and they are so pigmented. I really love these. So we're just going to go through the colors, and I'm just going to see which one I think will suit best this eye look. So first we have Like a Moss, which is this cool green with a bunch of like gold and fun little reflect in there. Next we have Olympic, which is nice and bright, almost silvery champagne. The next one is Campfire, which is a beautiful coppery shade. And then, last but not least, this is the shade everyone talks about, and this is Mycelium. Beautiful, unique shade right here. So right now what I'm looking for is I'm just looking for a little bit of an inner corner and a brow bone highlight. So I'm just going to use one of these. I'm either going to use Olympic or Mycelium. I think Mycelium is going to be it. I know it's a shade that everyone's talking about, but I just think with the color it is and like the little sparkly reflex that has in there, I think it's just going to suit this warm look just a little bit better. I'm just going to use my finger of sparkle. Use my finger to make it more intense, but now I'm going to go in with this brush here because I'm doing my brow bone and I don't need it to be overly crazy on my brows. Just a little something. Alright, so to finish off the eyes before mascara is the next part of the line. So Rawbeautykristi created these 3 colors in their eyeliner pencils. And I really like their eyeliner pencils. They're nice and creamy and they do last quite a bit. The one that I have that I love is Mr. Bing. But, so yeah, there's this brown shade called Woodsy. Just a nice brown shade. The next shade is Spare Time. Time, green, cute. And then last is this shade called Marigold. Just a pretty yellow. And I think I'm going to use this one today in the waterline. I just think it'll just be that much prettier. I'm going to use Marigold in the waterline just to add one extra brightness. Yeah, this is pretty. As you can see, like it's just a nice subtle color and it matches with the chanterelle color that we have up on the eyelid. It's pretty. Alright, now I'm going to put on my mascara and then we'll move on to the lips. Now that the rest of the face is done, we can now move on to the lips. I did put on the lip liner combo that I usually use, and that is the NYX Natural and the NYX Mauve lip liners. So the very last thing that Rawbeautykristi came out with Colourpop with were lip glosses. So these are their Luxe lip glosses. I've never actually tried these before. I had their ultra glossy lips before that, and I really like that. So I'm curious about how these will differ. But yeah, so there's 2 shades here. One is a nice pinky, like everyday shade, and that is called Wildflower. And then you have this beautiful clear sparkly guy called Glacier. I think I'm going to put Glacier on just because I find this guy might just be slightly too pink for this eye look here. So we're just going to put Glacier on. So yeah, I really like this. This is really nice. It makes my lips look nice and juicy. Like the thickness of the gloss helps it make it juicy, but also the sparkle in here makes it look really good too. This guy might be a new favorite. Now that everything is on my face, let's talk about it. So the first thing are the eyeshadows. I really like the eyeshadows. They're Colourpop eyeshadows, so they're nice and pigmented. They blend out nicely, and I really like the colors that are in here. I don't have these colors. That's what makes it unique, and I love how everything, it looks just so pretty. So pretty. But yeah, no, it looks really nice, and yeah, I liked how it looks on my eyes, and yeah, Colourpop shadows are good. So next are the Super Shock shadows. I really like these. I like Super Shock shadows, and I like how she did the colors in here. I like how all the shimmery colors that she would have put in the palette are in these individual things, so she could put more mattes in there. I do really like that. And also, I like how the shades are, because if you look deep into the shades, they have like, so this one is green, but then it also has reflects of gold, of purple, of silver, of green, of blue, like a whole bunch of different reflects in there. And she has them in all of these, in every single shade. And what I like about that is I find that when it has the reflexes as many colors as it does, then when you pair, say, with other eyeshadows in the palette that you wouldn't think would necessarily go together, because it has that little reflect, the color will tend to like shift and go towards help, like be more compatible with the other colors that you wouldn't normally put it with. And that's what I like about these colors, and they are so nice and so pretty. But yeah, I really like these. Next are the eyeliners. I like the eyeliners. They're nice colors, and they're all fairly wearable. Like, these two are a little bit more unique in another way, but like, as you can see, like, it's nice and bright in my waterline, but it's not too crazy or too overpowering. And I think these two would be like a nice pop of color for certain eyeshadow looks if you're getting into putting more color on your eyes. I think these ones would be a good start. And then this is just a nice brown shade that everyone really needs in their collection. It's just nice and simple and perfect for like the everyday person that loves having a brown eyeshadow. Next are the Luxe glosses. This formula is new to me, so just from wearing it right now, it's nice and thick on the lips, and it, like I said, it makes them nice and juicy. But even though it's like a thicker gloss, my lips don't stick together like you would usually have with the thick glosses like these. So these are like really nice and luxurious. So it gives you that nice thick gloss juicy look, but without all the hassle of everything getting stuck there, because my lips do not stick together whatsoever. So I think like it's good so far, honestly. I'll keep you updated if I have anything else to say about these, but so far I like it. And the clear one is fantastic, and I really want to try out the pink one. I'm gonna have to use this in another makeup look soon, because this is such a pretty color. All around, I think Rawbeautykristi did a good job for the shade selections of everything, and just kind of the vibe she was going for. Like, all the names are super cute and they're so personal to her and where she's from. And I really like that. I really like she did actually, you can tell that she put a personal touch on everything, whether it's the names, the colors, the packaging, everything just screams Rawbeautykristi. And I'm not gonna lie, packaging screams of hobbits. Every time I look at the packaging, I really want to watch either The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings, because that's the kind of vibe it gives me. It kind of looks like, I don't know if anyone saw it, but like the old school Lord of the Rings and Hobbits cartoons, it kind of reminds me of like that illustration. So that's automatically what I think of when I see this. But yeah, it's just a little me thing that I think is funny and cute. But yeah, she did a good job. I really like it. We'll continue using. And that's it. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one.